And I'm sure we all, I'm sure everybody can see it, man. That shit ain't subtle. It ain't sophisticated. It's not even, what I'm saying? It's not no elevated mind manipulation warcraft, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. Um, I got my brother David Banner. I love to hear David Banner chime in, man, because you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna let David Banner chime in. You know what I'm saying, so we can have some facts, some kind of radical opinion of mine. Brother Banner,
Morning, brother.
how you doing, man?
Man, just trying to figure it out, bro.
You did.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I was really just up, man, speaking with the people, man, kind of frustrated. Um, and seeing the agenda of of the oppressor and see just the plans of manipulation play out in front of our faces the way they are, without any covert like operation at all. It's just in your face. You know what I'm saying? We know you guys are the most affected. We know that you guys already have pre-existing conditions that cause you, what I'm saying, to perish at a higher, more alarming rates than everyone else. And we're gonna say, fuck that. Y'all get y'all ass on back out there,
Right.
and we'll just sort y'all death side later. Now, when somebody says that and does that in your face, well, first of all, you must appreciate their candor. You know what I'm saying? You must appreciate the fact that, oh, well, at least you're, honest enough to do this right in front of my face where I can really see how you feel or where we are. But after we peep game, and I may say, well, you know what? You can open things back up, but our influence with our people, our connection with our people is going to allow us a certain level of influence. You tell people, nah, it ain't time yet, y'all chill out. And once we do that, and everyone else in the country who have, fair and decent minds to think with, they agree with us. And now that they see that opening up of Georgia has backfired politically, and which negatively impacts their agenda. Now they're resorting to cheap tricks, fear, and intimidation, like sending the mayor and her family disrespectful, threatening messages on their cell phone, which is equivalent right now to burning a cross in front of somebody's house. You did. Um, And the first thing I just wanted to the first thing I feel everyone should know, that shit ain't gonna be accepted or tolerated, man, because she is the mayor, and she has the authority to act on our behalf. We have entrusted her with that authority, and we gonna ride on her call. However, she our sister first. You know what I'm saying? And
That's what I was
y'all
gonna
come
say.
with that bullshit about our sister, and well, it's gonna be out my hands at that point. But it'll be in somebody's hands.
Yeah. Well,
And I
well, well
mean, I'm frustrated, man. I want you to speak, man. Talk some sense into me, man.
yeah, you know why me and you friends, bro. We we help keep each other. We have a tendency to teeter both
Yeah,
ways. But what I'll say, bro, I don't see any reason to talk any sense into you because you damn right. And I think in so many cases, we're not mad, and that's part of the problem. Let's not talk about the fact that she the mayor. That's our sister.
that's
You know,
absolute.
that's our mother, that's our auntie. And in too many cases, we have allowed not just the black man and the black child, but more specifically the black woman,
Right,
um, to be the white man symbol to do whatever they want to with, and we not going for that shit.
right.
And I like to thank you and salute you for getting up and shaking us all, to remind us because sometimes we see it so much on movies, You know,
Yeah.
I see so many agendas on just about everything that I watch, man, that we become desensitized to
True.
the stuff that they're doing. And I can't imagine the pressure that she's under, because I think they've been experimenting with our people from day one.
Absolutely.
And you know, regardless of how we feel individually, part of the problem is that we are so dissected in the moves that we make, and regardless of how you feel, we have to create a united front, and we got to stand with that system,
That's
not
right.
just politically, but physically. Because I
Right.
think one of the things that they're doing with this pandemic is testing, you know, the America in general, to see how they react in any situation.
True.
So what needs to go on is people need to know, however y'all do it, we're not taking no disrespect, not for her,
That's right.
you know.
I agree. I mean, I totally agree. And I mean, I really I want our people to see what we see.
Mm-hmm.
I want our people to see what we see. But of course, you know what I'm saying? I was taught this, you know, that you wake a person up too fast, too soon, they're going to want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying, they have to get their bearings.
Yeah. And
Being,
Tip, it took a long time for me and you to get our bearings too.
this is true. I'm still getting mine.
We-
Still getting mine. but but I think that it's imperative that we understand, man, that right now ain't the time to put our leisure and our comfort
Mhm.
uh, before the safety and health and wellness
Mhm.
and of the greater good of others. Like, we got to consider the most vulnerable in this situation. Um, and people in the comments that are asking solution, it's very simple, man. Just stay home, man. I mean, do what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go, like, ain't no need to be going out and mixing, grouping and gathering. There's no need to do that. You dig what I'm saying? If that's what you do, then you showing a blatant disregard for the health and wellness of the most vulnerable ones of our people in our community. And we can't afford to do that. None of us can.
And even if that's what you decide to do, don't make it be publicly known.
That's true.
Like right now, we need solidarity, and we know there's gonna be those that do what they do. But like, keep your phones off, man. I think we are turning into dry snitches without knowing it. Just because you doing something don't mean the whole world got to do it.
Yeah.
Right now, that sister has made a decision. She is our leader. So regardless of how we feel personally,
Right.
do what you do, but you don't have to let the world know, because what you do is, if
Right.
you do that, then you show white supremacy without you even knowing that you're standing in line with them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. But you know, we not. I mean, you see, I think one thing that's important to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, a coward is gonna send a message
Mm-hmm.
when you don't like. He gonna throw a rock and hide his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna send a message with no direction pointed back at him. See, I'm putting my face on this shit. I mean this shit. I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
man, we ride with Keisha. So
Everything that we do, bro, we put our face on it. That's what I tell people.
absolutely,
Every move that we make, everything that we say, we can't hide from being Tip and Bama.
nah,
Everything that we do, you know. And I want people to know, after all this is over, we still got to stand on it.
that's right.
Regardless, we got to live with everything that we do and say. And just because you may not be in the position of light like we are, you got to stand on what you say too. We
Yeah.
got to use this opportunity. I posted something this morning. I said, don't rush to go back to sleep. And what I mean by that is, this pandemic has offered a lot of our people opportunity to see that it's some shit that ain't right.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
real.
and don't rush to go back to that same old shit because we see that this shit is broken.
That's right.
So take your time. Like this is an
Yeah,
opportunity for us to rest, get our shit together,
that's right.
strategize and plan. Because you know we've been doing that. So
Yeah,
it's as long as we can do that, as long as we can start figuring this shit out, man, and implement some stuff when this shit do open back up, that's what we need to
yeah,
do.
yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense, bro. And the one thing we can't afford to do is nothing. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of just sitting around and doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You did. If you know, like for instance, some people have to, they don't have, the way they situation set up, they got to go to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They may be essential workers. They may be in a financial situation that doesn't allow them necessarily to sit tight like everybody else. And that's understandable. But look, man, make sure, man, you drink warm liquids. You know what I'm saying? Like have you some tea 3 times a day, man. Drink room temperature water, man, every 20 minutes, man. So you can go. You got to get yourself together. Take you some elderberry, some zinc, vitamin C,
Mm-hmm.
vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, man. Boost your
Hey,
immune system.
I want to tell y'all something to add on to what Tim. A lot of the stuff that Dr. Sebe and Dr. Africa have been teaching us, I cook with it now. Like I
Right.
put it in everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are being ready for this shit. It's gonna happen again. I
Mm,
mean, economically, I mean, physically,
right.
all the shit that we learning now that we need to do because we have to, we got to keep this shit going. It has to become a lifestyle.
Right.
I told people about, don't donate money to causes. I said, yeah, we should donate money to causes that's happening now, but we need to hold some back so that when this shit happen again, we're already prepared for it. Because we know these folk playing with us, man.
That's
You
right.
know?
That's real.
So, start doing this shit every day, even when there isn't a pandemic, and building up your immune system. So regardless of what happens, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. And don't switch sides. Whatever you do, just understand what side you riding on. Understand what
Yeah.
side you riding on. Understand what your side doing. What we done already said what the play is. So we done called the play.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Don't get shook. You know what I mean? Don't goddamn don't call an audible after we done broke out the huddle, man. This is what we doing, all right? We sitting
Mm-hmm.
tight until further notice. And
Mm-hmm.
shit, don't let nobody who ain't gonna be impacted the same way you and your community gonna be impacted tell you to do anything otherwise. You understand that? You let them take their goof ass out there to the beaches. You let them take their asses and fill up the casino. You let them take their asses out there in the barbershops and shit, man. Let them do that. When Kemp walk his family out there, you know what I'm saying? I'd be sitting my ass right home at TV laughing at their ass. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And I think everybody else should take that same approach, bro. Man,
And,
don't be no duck, no guinea pig, man, no motherfucking goofy for nobody.
and what I say, man, this shit is bigger. I keep telling people this is bigger than COVID, bro. This is about solidarity. Regardless of what you feel personally, part of the problem is that our community is already too dissected. So
Right?
if she's the one that we elected and our generals say move, that's how
That's
we
right.
gonna move.
Yeah, without
That's how we
question.
gonna move.
Without question, man. I mean, man, so did you see the clip? There's a clip out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it may be Anderson Cooper. And he was interviewing the mayor of Las Vegas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I believe the mayor of Las Vegas was trying to justify and rationalize her position as to why she felt the casinos and hotels and the tourism of Las Vegas should reopen.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically stated the facts and said, well, people are gathering, they're all touching slot machines, they're all breathing in circulated air. It's not Anderson Cooper. Okay, cool. Please correct me. Let me know who it was. Anyway, and just talk about how it's a petri dish for the virus to spread, not only within Las Vegas, but people who travel to Las Vegas will travel back to their cities and countries and continue, you dig what I'm saying, to further spread this virus. And ultimately she said, it's not her responsibility. Let them figure it out. Let the people let the people who out there figure it out. Okay, now that takes me back to the old phrase, you keep watching the person long enough, they will show you who they are. If you listen to a person long enough, they will tell you exactly what it is you should know. And that's how they feel. Let them figure it out. Okay, cool, y'all. We figuring it out. Y'all sit y'all head down.
Chip, what I'll say, bro, is it just surprises me how every time white people as a whole, I don't mean individuals, I mean as a whole, they have always moved a certain way.
Yeah.
And every time something happens, I don't understand why we can't pull together as a whole and see that there's a systemic problem.
Right.
These folks ain't move no different. It's about finances. You know, when people talk about reforming the jail system, well, it was never about justice for them. It was about free labor
Right.
through the 13th Amendment.
Right.
You know, these, you know, when the governor decided to open the state up, he opened places that people like us frequent more.
Right.
Like you said, it's not hard. It's easy to see.
Right.
So understanding that, it shows that it's always been a plan for us. America wasn't built for us; it was built on top of us.
That's real.
So those of us who know better, bro, that's why I respect what you're doing so much, bro. You taking your platform and opening it up so your people can see.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
if they ain't seeing it, I'm just putting it in their faces. It default, they showing it to the governor of Texas said there are more important things than living. Now that's a true ass statement. But if I die, it ain't gonna be on no bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? If I die, man, it can't just be just, goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be for a purpose. It's gonna have to be for a cause. And I'm gonna have to take 3 on with me. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, what I'm trying to get our people to see is we have to stop treating our lives the same way that they believe our or we have to stop treating our lives the way that they think the value of our lives are.
Right.
What I mean by that, man, is like, bro, for people to say, and I saw it in one of your comments, like, bro, when they open up the stuff that's important to them, then that's one thing. But when you outwardly see that they're experimenting with our people and they're experimenting with people that look like us,
Right.
we have to move different.
That's real. That's real. It's the Tuskegee experiment all over again. You know what I'm
And
saying?
be clear with the Tuskegee experiment. What a lot of people don't know is that wasn't a side company. That was the United States government
Yes. So
experimenting on our people.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And injected, and people thought they were getting free health care.
Yep.
Okay. Poor people in Tuskegee, Alabama, thought they were getting free health care from the government, the United States government. They gave them vaccines and injections
Yep.
that later gave them, was it syphilis,
Yeah, it was
herpes?
syphilis. It was syphilis.
It was syphilis. They gave them syphilis for generations and caused deformities in their bodies. You know what I'm saying? With no reparations now.
Yep. And these are the same people that put smallpox in the plague of
Yeah,
Native Americans.
for the Trail of
And
Tears.
that's why when people talk and say that we're conspiracy theorists, I then turn around and say, how is it a conspiracy theory when I can prove to you that it happened?
That's right.
I can give you actual facts. I don't deal in theories.
That's
You
right.
know, the only time that I talk in theory is when I see what can happen,
Mm-hmm.
when I can put together what has happened in the past, and I can see what can happen in the future. and we don't seem to listen. I told somebody something, Tip, and I think it relates to you also, bro. I said, as much as our people talk about Jesus,
Right.
when people do the same thing that Jesus did, we put him on the cross before our oppressors do. What you're doing
Yeah.
now is Jesus' light. You're warning the people.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
illuminating the people to what can happen to them if they move in the wrong way. And if people don't listen, then that's on them.
You shall perish. And not just you.
for a lack of
You shall surely perish. You know what I'm saying? But not just you, bro. Your nana and your aunties and your uncles, and you know what I'm saying? Like, why in the fuck would you even put them in at risk and in danger in that way?
over stuff that usually means nothing. You know, if you out here trying to make sure that your employees can eat or your employees got a job or something like that, I understand your hustle and your grind, but just to get back to something that means nothing in the first place is a problem, bro.
Yeah, we do not have that. We don't have the luxury of being oblivious no more. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do. I just want to put that. I want to put all the facts out there. Make sure that however many people who logged on to my live and however much coverage this get, that the facts are out there to reach as many people as the two of us, have potential to reach, and make sure that they know this shit ain't no game. This shit ain't a drill. You know what I mean? Uh, 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 the same things are at play that were at play back with the Tuskegee, the atrocity that happened to those black men. Then same things are happening now, because there will be a vaccine.
There will be
There will be a coronavirus vaccine,
yep.
and
There
you
will
better stay away from that shit.
yep. And it's funny. It's funny, bro. I got on May 28th and I talked about that. I was like, yo, it's the play for America. America has never wanted to cure anything.
Right.
It's
Because the money's in
always
the
about
medicine.
it's always about the drug.
Right.
And most vaccine that they're giving to black and poor people have usually never been good for black or poor people in general.
Right.
Then I also told people, I said, like, dude, they've been trying to get a cashless society for the longest. And I said, now we look at each other like biological warfare. When you see another human being, you look at them like, oh shit, they could get me sick, they can get my mother sick, they can get so people are gonna clamor. Like we always have, we're gonna clamor. They always say in any state of anarchy, people always try to find their God. And people are gonna try to give you your God through a vaccination,
Right.
through a cashless society and things like that. And these things are not these things are not theory. These are things. And then it was funny, people got on and I saw the little comments. They said Banner be tripping. Then next thing you hear Bill Gates talking about the inoculations of the people. And he don't even want he think half the people should be dead anyway.
Not half. 90% of the population. All right. It's called Agenda 21. Everybody look up Agenda 21. That is that's the agenda that Bill Gates support, and it is population control. And basically, they say, man, 90% of the world need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 90% of y'all motherfuckers is in the way.
Yeah.
When it's already only 2% of the motherfuckers who are responsible for the world's wealth. It's only 2% of the world's population. 2% of the world's population control the entire the wealth of the world. And those 2% say 90% of motherfuckers who don't have the wealth in the world need to go.
And 9 times out of 10, those people are going to consist of the people that they related to and that they love.
Yeah.
That 2%.
There's a mysterious landmark in Georgia The Georgia Guidestones. Nobody knows how they got there. Nobody knows who's responsible for putting them there. However, they list the agenda of the New World Order. And if you read the Georgia Guidestones, you'll see all the shit that's happening right now. It'll make so much sense to you. And when you understand all this shit, when you know that it's an agenda, when you know a motherfucker trying to play you against your brother, you against your sister, you know that they're trying to trick you guys into extinction. When you know this, man, why fall? I just don't want to. I ain't no duck. I'm not just finna just go with the play. I know you leaving breadcrumbs for me. I'm not just finna fall and pick up and eat the breadcrumbs until you get me right where you want me and bow. I'm not finna do that. I'm not gonna do that, and you shouldn't either.
Yep.
I'm not gonna let you do it.
Right. And the other thing too is all of the stuff that's being that we're discovering right now during this COVID situation. That's the reason why I was telling people don't rush to go back to sleep. We see
Right.
something is fucked up. We see the system is not set up to take care and look after our people in general. So we got to do something different.
That's
I
real.
always tell people I don't know what the truth is, but I know the shit that we doing is wrong.
Right.
So when we make certain moves and they may not work out the right way, it's because we're trying to find another way. And you're gonna bump your head until you figure out the right thing. We just
Right.
gotta start doing something different, man.
That's real. Man, I think, man, brothers like you, brothers like Killer, brothers like Charlemagne, you know what I'm saying? Uh, brothers like Van. I mean, I like we all have our different superpowers, strengths,
Yeah.
weapons, if you will, metaphorical weapons. That, that we use individually and collectively on behalf of the people. Um, and the sisters in this struggle have been, their strength